Hey Mark, I'm sure you know that this is the new Sherwin-Williams headquarters, but I'm not sure what's going on. I'm sure you know this is the surroundings home decor, and I don't know if you've ever heard of AT&T. Are they still in business? Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on over here, but if you need the jump ring instructions, you got your self strip locks, you got the door stop adjustment. We got a lot of stuff going on here. You got your binding post logs and something written over here. I don't know. This is the interface inspection data. Very important to have these all checked off and have this all filled out properly. So, this is to make sure it hasn't been tampered with. So we don't want anybody cutting these wires to the landlines, and there's a lot of wires down here, isn't there? There's a whole maze of purple and yellow wires. I mean, you just got to be careful if you're walking down the sidewalk like I am right now. You certainly would not want to run into the Ameritech / Ohio Bell / AT&T. You just have to kind of go around this, and then you can continue walking down the sidewalk. But of course, if you're heading eastbound on St. Clair, there it is, St. Clair in the center. If you're heading eastbound, then you might want to, take a couple steps to your right so that you don't run into all this stuff. And it's important to keep it painted so that there's not any holes where we don't want any rats or cockroaches to get inside. And it's very, very important to inspect. The back has some wood paneling, only it's just it's not actual paneling. I don't know if this is locked. I don't think it matters, but we got a little bit of rust forming. It's not too bad. Maybe this guy coming would know more. Anyway, Jimmy John's makes good sandwiches. There's a lot of fog. Very foggy. Actually, it was much worse. It's starting to lift. And I don't know what all this is about. Bunch of nonsense as far as I could tell. Excuse me, sir. I used to work. Is that supposed to be like that, all open like that?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be open. So anyway, Mark, that nice young man is not sure if it's supposed to be open, but all the lights were out in downtown Cleveland, and there is some steam coming out of the ground. As you can plainly see, you don't need me to tell you that. It's like a cloud. There's a cloud forming. Excuse me. I don't think that it's not supposed to be open like that. The AT&T, she's probably not sure either. Anyway, maybe we should call Ameritech or AT&T. I don't know who else we could call. Maybe we should call Jimmy John's corporate headquarters, JJ. Maybe they would know more. I'm not sure who else we could call. The Statue of Liberty, maybe? Maybe she would know what the hell's going on in this town. Or that guy might know. He seems like he knows where he's going. We got an AT&T. Excuse me. I don't know if it has anything to do with why all the streetlights are out. The AT&T box, you see it right there? No. It's open with all the wires. Is that supposed to be like that? Well, you're an architect. You should know. I don't know. Nobody knows. This guy's laughing. He might know. Oh, don't get hit. Don't get hit. Hey, maybe Morgenstern might know. It's like a good Jewish name. I don't know. office space for lease. Hey, this might be a good office space. Is there anybody still here? Or somebody might steal your ladders. I would recommend chaining them down with a good bike chain or something. Looks like they're out of business, or are they? Somebody's smoking cigarettes. I think that's not very healthy. Oh, hello. Oh. The AT&T box that has all the wiring is wide open with all the wires.
What?
It's a junction box on the street right out front.
Yeah.
Is wide open with all the wires that control the phone systems. Okay. And I don't know if you noticed, all the street lights are out.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them.
Well,
most of them.
And you just noticed it and came back here to tell me?
Well, I thought I'd tell somebody. Maybe they already know.
All right, well, let me go see what you're talking about.
It's across the street. I'll show you.
All right.
It's right here. How's your day going so far?
Good up until now.
What's that?
It was good up until now.
Oh. I like your Statue of Liberty statue.
Oh, thank
I've
you.
been to New York quite a few times. I'm a corporate jet pilot when I'm not flying the smaller little Cessnas and stuff like what I learned to fly at Burke Lakefront 43 years ago.
Oh, cool.
You might want to lock up your ladders. Somebody might steal them.
No, these gates are locked every night.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you lock the gates, hopefully a homeless person's not going to... Well,
Right.
your gates are not very high. If you were tall like Deshaun Watson, you could step right over the gates. But what are you going to do? Okay, the junction box, I don't know if you could see it. If I zoom in, I'll start my video. It's right... So if you look at the center of the screen, you see that right there? You can't tell, the door is wide open with all the wires exposed.
Okay.
So is that supposed to be that way? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Oh, you're not sure?
No.
Well, I've lived in Cleveland for 61 years, and I've never seen such a thing. So I'm pretty sure. I used to work downtown. I learned to fly at Burke Lakefront.
Okay.
So I'm not sure either because I don't work for AT&T, but I've never seen it. So I'm going to assume...
Did you tell anybody in those places?
I did. I told several people, but they're just going to work. They don't give a damn.
Right.
And I like your Jesus cross.
Oh, thank you.
Your cross of Jesus.
Thank you. It was my
Thank
mom's.
you. It was your mom's? Well, my mom was a Catholic nun before she escaped communist Hungary. And once you're taking your final vow, there's no...
Well, no, there is. My aunt was a nun, and she got out.
Well, how my mom got out was when the head priest told my mother in Hungary, where both my mom and dad were from, that her entire... This was before the 1956 communist revolution, when he said the entire convent is being relocated from Hungary to South America. And he said, you're anemic, which of course means you're low on iron. And he said, perhaps you would make a good mother and wife. And she did, until she fell down the steps where my sister still lives on York Road in North Royalton. And she hit her head, and she died in the same hospital where she gave birth to me. I'm sure you've heard of Fairview Hospital by Camps Corners.
Yeah.
So have a good day and God bless.
You too, thank you. I'll see if I could call someone.
Well, I don't know who to call. AT&T.
I don't either. Okay.
We don't want them to somebody to cut all the phone lines. Most of the street lights were out.
I know. I get here at 6:30. So
Well, and the baseball stadium had all its lights on.
I know.
I don't think, and the reason they put those on, I was told, is so people can see.
Right, they're on every day. I go by there every day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
But you know the BP gas station at East 9th right there? By
Yeah,
the Well, you know it's open 24/7. Not today because they have no power.
Right.
Up and down the streets.
Yeah.
If you have no power, it's hard to have a gas station.
Right.
It might even be hard to run a law firm or be.
Yeah.
We need power.
We got power, so.
Let's hope the Iranians or somebody do not cut the power to the whole United States of America.
Okay, that could happen.
Well, let's hope it doesn't.
Because we pissed them off now.
I don't think they're too. Would it be fair to say, I don't follow politics that much, but would it be fair to say they don't like us very much right now? We killed their leader.
Right.
And I would say thank God we killed his leader, but that's a matter of opinion.
Yeah, well, I can't stand Trump. I hate him. I think he's an asshole.
Half the country feels that way, but what was your opinion? Let me ask you this. I'm not talking politics, because we know half the country loves Trump and half the country
I don't know.
But I'm asking you a different question. You know that he was taking those boats filled with fentanyl that were killing hundreds of thousands of our young children.
Prove it. They never showed any drugs floating around.
So you
They
don't-
never did.
So you
I
don't
want to
think-
see the proof.
So you
when
don't-
they went back in and killed those 2 people on that boat for no reason at all, that pissed me off. You don't do that.
I've heard a lot
I'm
of people.
sorry.
No, I've heard a lot of people making that same criticism.
That's right.
And I
My
understand.
husband was special forces in the army, and he had nothing good to say about that. We could have interrogated them and found out what was going on, but we chose to kill them.
Well,
so I don't want to hear
I know
anymore.
what you're saying is true because I've
That's
seen it
right.
on the news.
That's right.
And of course, the one side would say, and you heard what they said. Oh, they were trying to get back on the boat. I don't know about
It doesn't matter. They would have died irregardless, unless we would have got in.
They would have died where? I'm hard of hearing.
They would have died regardless because of those shark-infested waters. That's one. 2, we could have caught them and interrogated them.
Well,
So
I understand what you're suggesting because if you interrogate them, you might be able to find out more stuff of what's going on.
Thank you. But no,
So-
we chose to kill them.
But let me ask you this. Aside from those 2 people that they did kill, and they're not denying it. They
Right, I
sent
know.
another boat. And let's assume, and you're right, we don't know. Did we see
right.
the fentanyl?
No.
Let's assume for the moment it may or may not be true because you don't know and I don't know, neither one of us
Right.
were there looking at the boats. If the boats were filled with fentanyl, as they claim, which may or may not be true, would you agree that it's not good for them to be killing hundreds of thousands of our young children with the fentanyl?
I don't agree with it because I don't think we should have went in there and did anything not knowing what was in those boats.
No,
We
that's what
didn't know
I
what
agree
was
with
in
you,
those boats.
but I'm asking a different question.
Maybe
it
I
was
don't know.
fentanyl.
If they proved it,
Yes,
maybe
that's
it would
what
be
I'm
different.
asking. If they proved it and
If
it
they
was
proved it.
fentanyl, because we know for sure hundreds of thousands of our people are dying
Right,
from
right.
overdoses. They think the 16-year-old girl thinks she's trying some cocaine.
I know.
But it's laced with fentanyl, as you know.
Well, you got to raise your kids better than to have them.
Well,
try
that's a
drugs.
separate issue.
I've got
And
6 grandkids, and none of them are on drugs.
well,
So
none
there.
of my brothers and sisters are either. My parents
Or
had
my
3 boys
kids.
and 3 girls.
Yep.
But that's a separate issue.
Right.
I think you and I both know that drugs are bad.
Right.
I'm not asking you if we should all do fentanyl or heroin. We know the answer to that. My question is, if it was proven 100% that they were sending
If it was
fentanyl,
proven, I'd have to see it first to believe it.
yes,
I
if you
believed
saw it,
right, maybe I'd change my mind.
so
but
if
I got to get back.
I got to go too,
Okay.
because I'm a first responder.
Okay.
If you saw it with your own eyes,
If I did, maybe I'd believe it.
no, I'm not asking you if you believe it. If you saw it with your own eyes, I think you would agree it's not good for them to be
Right.
killing hundreds of thousands of our young boys and girls. And it's
Right.
not just young people, it's your age and my age too.
Well, I'm 70, so I don't do drugs.
I didn't ask you if you do drugs. There are people 70 and even 80 that are addicted to heroin and fentanyl. I'm 61.
That's their
So I'm a
fault.
couple years, I agree it's their fault. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm 61, so I'm a couple years younger than you.
You're
There's
a
people
lot younger.
61, 71, 81, and even 91 that are on drugs. But you and I both know it's mostly the younger people.
Right.
And if any country is sending hundreds of billions,
I believe it. But
I
want
said
to see it.
if.
Right.
I'm not trying to convince you that it's true.
And you're not
I'm not
trying-
trying to convince you to
You
vote for
won't.
Donald Trump.
You'll never convince
You
me
can't.
of that.
He can't run again anyway, even though they're saying he would. I'm asking you if you were there with your husband from Special Forces, and if you saw the
Then
fentanyl,
I'd believe it, maybe.
then you would be okay with them blowing up the boats.
Maybe. I still
Maybe?
don't like- I still don't like them taking people's lives over something like that.
I'm not asking
they
about
could,
that.
They didn't need to blow them up. They could have did it a different way.
They could have captured them,
That's right.
I
Sorry.
suppose.
That's right.
So you would be okay with them capturing them and putting them in prison?
Yeah, I would. I
Okay,
don't agree with
now
them
you've
being
answered my
blown up.
question.
I don't agree with them being blown up.
Okay.
Sorry.
But you're okay with putting them in prison for life, for killing hundreds of thousands?
Of course, but I gotta go.
I got to go too. Have a good day and God bless.